Hey guys, it is Alec and I am more nostalgic than you. Actually, I maybe not be, that's not very fair of me to say, but I'm pretty nostalgic. I am going to react to a thing that happened to me and it was not a fun thing. So I wanted to tell a story about how I ran through a bus stop sign and how it was dealt with. Yeah, no, I didn't hurt anybody and I felt super bad about it once I got the violation in the mail, because obviously that's like a really scary thing to do, to put somebody in danger. I would never do that, but I didn't even realize that it happened because I wasn't even in the area they said that I was in when they charged me. And it said that I ran through a stop on a bus. So when a bus stops, you're supposed to, like, you know, not keep going because kids and other people might have to cross the street or whatever. So that's totally understandable. But they said that they gave me the ticket in person and I was not even in the general Providence area for 2 of the 3 dates they listed that the event happened. So that was annoying because I didn't even know what they were referring to because I wasn't even in that general vicinity. And they also put, let alone 3 different dates, but 3 different times that the incident occurred. And I was in an appointment during one of the times they said I did it, and I was not home during the other 2. I was in Salem. It was just a whole bunch of nonsense, basically. There was no clarity to the violation at all. But I had to go to the court. I was summoned. I couldn't just pay the fee. And then once I'm actually there, it was even crazier. So 2 things that happened while I was in there is one kid was just genuinely trying to explain something from his traffic violation. He was at his friend's house, parked on the side of his street, supposedly somewhere where it's not safe to park even though there's no sign. And he was trying to pull out, and a police officer at 1 a.m. approached him as he was pulling out to go home, swearing and rambling at him. And the guy who was explaining the situation to the judge was just repeating what he said. And the judge just decided to start freaking out.
Get out of my courtroom!
She had like this crazy, what's the name of the officers?
Bailiff!
The bailiff. Yeah, that person was getting crazy and, you really think that was appropriate? And then she escorts this guy out and the whole courtroom is in shock because nobody understands what the heck just happened. They thought that this kid swore in court to the judge, but realistically he was just explaining what happened. So that just is one thing that I thought was crazy. He got escorted out and probably had to receive the maximum charge for whatever it is that he was charged for, which arguably he may not have even been at fault for. Another thing that I found super crazy is this kind of included my violation. But it also included like 15 other people. Supposedly what happened is all these people ran through the bus when it was stopped with the like pull-out arm stop bus thing, but it all happened on the same road at the same light. That tells me that there's a problem with this traffic system and it's not clear what people are supposed to do. It's a 4-lane road and there's a stop sign in the middle of a fork that goes out to the hospital. And where it pulls out from, there's a stop sign. So the bus is already stopped and it's not clear that you have to stop because their light's red and your light is green, and it's just always crazy in that area. And a lot of people make this mistake supposedly. So when the judge came around to start handing out tickets for this civil traffic violation thing, she was just almost laughing and like kind of chilling out with her little like magistrate on the side of her, and she was giggling because she knew it was all nonsense. And she's like, all these bus violations today? Because she knows she hands them out like candy. Oh, I thought she was crazy. I hope she sees this. She smirked in a weird way that she was genuinely excited to give people the maximum fines, which is very upsetting. She literally told me and half of the other people that were there that there was a red light when that bus stopped. So we technically weren't at fault. And if you wanted to prove it, it's gonna cost you a lawyer. I'm gonna give you the minimum charge and you can pay that, or you can try and go to trial and waste your time and waste your money, which is what she said. Kind of paraphrased. She wouldn't use that vernacular, but that's basically what she said, and I thought that that was crazy because this is our legal system that we're relying on, and I think that's just pathetic. This is what all the taxpayers' money is going towards. So it was just very unclear. They didn't tell me when it happened, and they like charged me and I had to pay money for it, basically. I had to pay $300 over this, and at least 5 to 10 other people were in the same situation as me. So that's really indicative of a huge traffic pattern problem and an unclear roadway situation. You'll hear that that's like one of the worst things you could do ever is running through a stoplight. She treated it like it was a joke. And like, I totally understand why it would be something that people are so worried about, because you don't want to run somebody over, especially kids that are coming off of a bus. But in most of these circumstances, it was the kind of thing where they have videos of it and you see that like the arm comes out and the bus comes to its complete stop, like at the same time almost as this car is going by. So it's just kind of stupid, and everybody was kind of nervous about losing their license that was there, and it just ended up being a big joke in the courtroom. Ticket was given really unclear. The judge was kind of a joke the whole time, laughing with her little magistrate friend on the side, and she was genuinely rude and didn't listen to anybody that was there. And I just thought that that was kind of saddening to see how things are dealt with judicially. If nobody gets a chance to explain and something in the police report is just said, you don't ever get a chance to say, oh, this is how it happened and that's my side of it. But if you're never given the chance to explain anything, then you're just automatically wrong. And even if you're not, you just are. So I guess that's life. Probably sound like a super entitled, like angsty millennial right now, but it's just really frustrating because I don't have the money for that. I'm a student. I don't really work that much right now. I tutor at the writing center, like, but not for too many hours because I'm obviously studying full time. And I got charged for this stupid thing that even the judge said I'm not at fault for. And it's just silly. So I did pay the fee. Luckily, the judge said that it doesn't go on my record. This basically cost me 8 lecture hours at school, which is a huge sum of money when you calculate it. The dollars and cents don't really make me feel nice. Hope other people don't have this bad of an experience when they drive. Personally, I just don't want to drive. It's expensive to pay all those fines for things that you don't do wrong, and for things that you do wrong too. Those also happen.
Sorry about my personality.
You can do everything you need with a smartphone. Truth be told, this is 2018. Don't let me make you fearful of the government or steer you away from driving. I'm doing life sort of squiggly, so if you're looking for a more straight, narrow path, I might not be the one that you would like to listen to, but it might be kind of amusing to see me struggle. So, you might want to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you will comment something that you'd like to see from me, and follow me on my other social media accounts. Links are down below in the description, and that's about it.